You're logged on to UStreamRadio.com, bringing you the finest independent music and urban talk radio. Thank you for logging on. Thank you for tuning in. Let's get this thing going.
UStreamRadio.com, yours truly, Diamond K, and we are in the middle of Scandal Thursdays. I am joined by the lovely Pebbles. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. How is Wilma and Fred?
Okay. Okay.
Of course, but absolutely. So we're going to talk a little bit about today's the season premiere, tonight rather, of Scandal. What season is this? 3?
Yeah.
Season 3 of Scandal. Is this your favorite show on TV right now?
It's one of my favorites.
One of your favorites, okay. So it's in the top 5.
Yeah.
Very good. And I'm sure that America shares that with you. I didn't initially like the show because I hadn't watched the show. And you tried to get me into the show, and I resisted. No, I don't want to see it. Can't do it. But not sure how exactly between you or my mother getting me into the show. But it is an amazing show, and it started off with a bang. The vice president announcing that she is going to run as an independent candidate, but not resign her positions. What are your thoughts on Sally Langston?
Really, I think something is wrong with her mentally. Maybe she forgot that she killed her husband. I don't think that would make her a good candidate. The White House is just all upside down.
What do you mean?
It's upside down. It's too much scandal. See the key word?
Yeah.
Scandal going on. That's why she thinks it's a good fit.
Well, I mean, she wanted to be president before she became vice president. I'm sure that was her goal. President Grant, who the first lady found kissing Olivia Pope in the Oval Office, was furious when he found out that Miss Langston was betraying him and going to run. Does he have a drinking problem?
He does when he gets upset. But let me help you out. I know you're new to Scandal.
Mm-hmm.
So that's veteran. We don't call him that. He spits to us.
Oh, he spits.
Yes.
All right. Well, I like to call him President Grant, actually. I don't know him like that. I think that Olivia Pope calls him Fitz, and his friends. You know what I mean? I don't know nigga like that. So.
Oh my goodness.
But
Okay.
So, whenever he gets upset, he starts drinking, and he even threw a glass at old Cyrus.
I don't know if he was throwing it at Cyrus. I just think that he was throwing the glass because he was upset. I don't think he was throwing it at Cyrus.
He announced that his running mate was going to be his old partner from California. What is his name? Nichols.
Yeah, Governor Nichols.
Nobody seemed to think that this was a good idea. And we didn't find out why until a little bit later. But Nichols does have some skeletons in his closet. What were your thoughts on the good governor?
Well, he seemed like a good guy because they couldn't find anything on him. For Olivia to see the interaction between him and the First Lady, Miss Sneaky. So now she knows, as we can see for the previews for next week, that she knows something is going on.
Yeah.
Between the two.
Yeah, and it's Millie, that's what you call her. Who in the White House, in your opinion, is running things? Who's really in control?
Cyrus is.
Cyrus.
Yes, he's calling all the shots.
You know, and the thing about it is that I don't think everybody knows that though. But I think you're absolutely right. I think Cyrus is the one calling the shots. Is Cyrus trying to protect the president, or is Cyrus trying to protect himself?
He's trying to protect himself because they've done so much. But Cyrus' husband is on the other side. So his plan is to take Cyrus down. And I believe he's going down.
Do you think that Cyrus really is a monster?
Yes. Did you not see he just had someone's child kidnapped?
I mean, you know, it is a secret that he's trying to keep, which is, you know, his role in the cover up of the death of the Langston's husband. Olivia's father, let's talk a little bit about him. Olivia met her father, and he basically told her he's going to kill the president. Did I take that wrong?
I didn't take it as him to kill the president.
Well, he said you're going to mourn. What does mourn mean?
Well, listen. I'm thinking he's going to spill all the beans. He's going to tell any and everything, any dirt he has on the president. I do believe it. But I don't think he's going to kill the president.
Well, that remains to be seen. That remains to be seen. I took that threat as that he told her to run. He said start mourning now. I guess I took the threat literally, and maybe he didn't mean it literally. I guess we're going to have to see. Part of the reason that he's upset is he's no longer in charge of the Black Ops B613 unit. Olivia's one of her many boyfriends is in charge of this.
Oh no, let's back up, see, because once again, Jake was hired to protect her.
Correct.
Then he became the foot, and then now he's still protecting her. He's back to protecting her.
That's fine, but he's still her boyfriend.
Okay.
An ex-boyfriend, somebody she kicked it with. I mean, he used to freely run in and out her house, and he protected her as well as laid in her bed.
Okay. All right.
And he's now the replacement of her father. And she told Jake that my father started off as a good man and became something other than that. Where does...
You know who placed him there? Who placed Jake in the position?
Fitz.
Her other boyfriend.
Right. How weird is that? But he said that he can trust Jake. Do you think that Jake is trustworthy?
But for some weird reason, I do trust Jake.
You trust Jake for Fitz, or you trust Jake for Olivia, or
I trust him full circle.
Mm-hmm.
Although he knows that he has some relation with the president, I think he still has feelings for her.
Yeah, I think
definitely
so.
Gonna look out for her.
I think so. I think you're right. Also, another player that definitely started to emerge at the end of season 2, and he's emerging more so now. That is the right-hand man of Sally Langston, who's been pulling his own, pulling strings himself, not nearly to the level of Cyrus, but he's doing some damage. What do you think about that guy?
I think in the end, maybe even in the middle, Cyrus will make that same phone call, and they're going to have him.
That's true. He doesn't have that. Yeah, that's true. He can definitely pull that out. Lastly, I want to talk a little bit about James. I think James is in a lot of trouble. He's the one leaking stories to the press.
he's definitely in trouble because they always find out who did what. They might not find out right away, but you do know that that's Tyra's husband.
Yeah.
So he's not only sleeping with it, and he's just doing too much. But like you said, he will sleep next to him, and he will stand up there and do what he has to do. But he's going to take him down. He has not forgiven him for setting him up to have sex with Sally Langston's husband. So he felt like he's prostituting him out.
Yeah, well, he did. And, he went for it. So very, very interesting. Season 3, episode 1, all in all, did this episode live up to your expectations? Are you still in and on board of the Scandal train?
Of course I am. Of course, because what I really want to know is if Fitz and Olivia is actually going to end up together. Because he is not going to have another son. That's not going to happen.
Well,
I can't see that happening.
That remains to be seen. I think it's possible. Anything is possible. But we will be back next week. Scandal Thursdays going down here on the Diamond K Show, where every week, 11:30 p.m. on UStreamRadio.com, we will talk about Scandal and all of the craziness going on